Hello, deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing community. We are pleased to announce that the board members of the Minnesota Commission of the Deaf, Deafblind, and Hard of Hearing, MNCDHH, has voted on our legislative agenda this year. Together, advocates in MNCDHH are working hard to address disparities in communication equity, and the agenda reflects that. The agenda is split into different categories. The first category is education. Number 1. Change state law so Metro Deaf School, a special education charter school, can be reimbursed for providing preschool services to deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing children aged birth through 3. They are able to get reimbursement for children 4 and older, but the way the current statute is written, they are unable to get reimbursement for younger children. Babies and toddlers need access to preschools with language-rich environments. MNCDHH leads. Number 2. Support changes recommended by advisory groups to the Professional Educators License and Standards Board, PELSB, to Tier 1 and Tier 2 licensure for teachers of the deaf and hard of hearing. PELSB leads. Number 3. Add a definition of interventioners for deafblind children so that it is clear that they are an option to parents and to districts. MNCDHH leads. Number 4. Support additional funding for the Minnesota State Academies of the Deaf and Blind. MSA leads. Number 5. Support additional funding to explore, develop, and establish a teacher preparation program leading to licensure for teachers of the blind and visually impaired. The next category is Health and Human Services. Number 6. Renew the Early Hearing Detection and Intervention Advisory Committee in the Minnesota Department of Health. MNCDHH leads. The next category is employment. Number 7. Support changes that will make it easier for qualified candidates with disabilities to get and keep state jobs. Request a study on the retention of employees with disabilities. MNCDHH leads. The next category is Minnesota Commission of the Deaf, Deafblind, and Hard of Hearing. Number 8. Support an increase in funds for the Commission for additional costs for accommodations, communication access, a government relations director, and a part-time age-related hearing loss specialist, and other related costs. MNCDHH leads. The next category is Modernization of the Telecommunication Equipment Distribution Program. Number 9. DHHS is waiting for the governor's budget to find out if DHS will lead modernization of the Telecommunications Equipment Distribution Program this year. Modernizing the telephone equipment distribution program will offer more helpful tools for telecommunications accessibility. The telephone equipment distribution program specialists will also be able to demonstrate how these tools work and assist people in applying for discounted phone services. The specialists will also give people information about other kinds of technology to help with everyday communication access. DHS leads. The next category is hearing aid affordability. Number 10. Expand the health mandate for hearing aid insurance to cover adults who are over 18 years old. Currently, it only covers children from ages 0 to 18. MNCDHH supports. Next, we talk about DeafBlind, and Hard of Hearing Lobby Day. Our big Lobby Day event is happening on Wednesday, March 6th, 2019. Registration is open. This is your chance to educate your legislators about the importance of communication equity. Lobby Day includes appointments with your state representatives, training on how to speak with your legislators, a rally with awards, and a tour at the Minnesota State Capitol. You can choose which part of Lobby Day you want to attend. You can also visit this website for more information. Next, we talk about Lobby Tuesday, Thursday. The 2019 legislative session has already started. We have many new members of the legislature, and it is important to help the new legislators become familiar with the deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing community and why communication equity is important. That is why MNCDHH is scheduling special visits to members of the Senate on Tuesdays and Thursdays this legislative session. This is different from Deafblind, and Hard of Hearing Lobby Day on Wednesday, March 6, 2019. To learn more about and sign up to participate on the date you choose, you can visit the website here. Next, for more information and updates, if you want to know more information and sign up for alerts, visit the website here.